House of X was a series created by Ryan Murphy that followed the lives of Black and Latin trans women in New York in the 1980s. With groundbreaking storytelling, show-stopping performances, and gut-wrenching plot lines, the series quickly became a worldwide phenomenon. Many of the show's fans believe the show ended far too soon and could have easily produced at least 2 more seasons. Regardless, the stars of the show have made an indelible impact on pop and LGBT culture and continue to inspire us today. But where are they now? And what was the hot stinking tea as to why the show ended? Please stay on to the end because that's where I'll be spilling all the tea and hot goss as to why the show ended. Also, a little bit of housekeeping. I have started an ASMR channel after getting quite a few comments saying I should start one. I also have a reaction video channel that I'd love you to check out. You can see both links in the comments below. If you like this video and want to support me making more videos, please feel free to tip me below. Please like, subscribe with the bell button and comment below too. All of this helps me with the algorithm. Without further ado, let's get into it. Damon, played by Jamaal Swain. Damon was our introduction into the world of Pose. In the first episode, we see Damon in a dance class against his father's wishes. When he returns home, his father's waiting with an adult gay magazine he has found in Damon's room. After coming out as gay, his parents kick him out, leaving him to sleep on park benches. Whilst dancing for money, BLANCA comes to his rescue and houses him, introducing him to the world ballroom. Despite being a major character with profound storylines, Damon was notably missing after the first episode of season 3. Due to Ryan grieving the death of his sister, he was written out of the rest of the season. The excuse for his character's absence in the show was that Damon had succumbed to alcoholism. Many fans were not pleased with this ending to Damon's character arc, as he had so much potential and talent. Being a major part of the series, we felt that he deserved a better ending than this, not simply being written out in such a lackluster way. Since Pose, Ryan has starred in Thoughts of a Colored Man on Broadway and will also star in the Nebula series Subliminal. Ryan recently sang the national anthem at the Veuve Clicquot Polo Classic New York and has written a play called The In-Between. He's a philanthropist and activist and has recently appeared on panels for legal protection of LGBTQIA people and is a mentor at the Alabama School of Fine Arts. Ricky, played by Dyllón Burnside. Dyllón was the certified lover boy on the show. Introduced to us as the pretty playboy who falls for Damon, Ricky becomes a character that we all love. His love scene with Rachel was iconic for its portrayal of 2 dark-skinned black men making passionate love to another, something that is rarely seen in TV or film. We rooted for Ricky as he attended dance auditions for major pop artists and strutted his stuff down the ballroom runway. Ricky was also diagnosed with HIV during the show. HIV and AIDS is a major thread of the series due to its status as an epidemic in 1980s New York. Ricky is a character that will always be close to my heart, and I know many other Pose fans feel the same way. After Pose, Dyllón has continued to share his gift in the TV series American Horror Stories, Dharma, Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, and the black queer sci-fi short film Orion's Quest. Dyllón is also an ambassador for the Atlanta LGBTQ+ Community Center and was recently a speaker at the GLAAD-sponsored Black Queer Creative Summit. Dyllón has also released original music and his latest single Superpowers is available to stream on Spotify. ELEKTRA, played by Dominique Jackson. ELEKTRA Abundance, the mother of the House of Abundance, is an iconic character in the series who is the arch nemesis of Mother BLANCA Evangelista. ELEKTRA has many iconic moments in the series, such as when her bondage date goes wrong and her client accidentally overdoses. ELEKTRA provides us with drama, fashion, and iconic one-liners. We see her flying high, but then also see her at rock bottom. In spite of her delusions of grandeur and at times mean spirit, we see that her core is soft and that the hard outer shell is a defense mechanism. Dominique grew up in Trinidad where she experienced many types of abuse as a child and eventually came to New York City where she discovered the trans community. Rejected by her mother initially, she found ballroom, where she became an icon in the community and even released an autobiography. Dominique had a difficult time auditioning for Pose, having just recovered from gender reassignment surgery, but she still killed it and got the part. Since Pose, Dominique has walked runway for Mugler and modelled in Vogue España. She's released an amazing documentary called Defining Moments with Aussie Dominique Jackson, a full episode on Hulu, and has starred in the films Chick Fight and Queens of the Dead. She's also appeared in the TV series Legendary, American Gods, American Horror Stories, and has appeared as a voice actor in Monster High and We Baby Bears. Candy Ferocity, played by Angelica Ross. Candy Abundance and later Ferocity is an unforgettable character in the show. Her sky-high self-belief, tenacity, and desire to be seen left an indelible mark on many Pose Effects fans. We see Candy desperate to be validated by the ballroom community, her struggle with passing, complications from gender-affirming surgery, and her untimely unaliving. Candy brings so much to the show, from her fashion to hairstyles to her ability to speak the truth and stand up for herself in spite of her haters in the ballroom scene. Her authenticity shines through the screen and inspires us all to be our authentic selves. Candy's death was the most heart-wrenching moment of the series, which I still feel I have not recovered from. Angelica has also expressed her issues with the death of her character quite candidly.
Ryan Murphy just calls me up, like, okay, Angelica, I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off and tell you. We want to talk about the violence that happens against, trans women of color. And so Candy is going to be killed in the 4th episode. I had such mixed emotions. Part of me wanted to ask, but why? Why me? Why Candy? And why not you? Do you think you're that special that the violence won't end up at your front door?
Angelica has been transparent about her past as a spicy worker, which led her to develop an interest in tech. Since then, Angelica has gone on to become the CEO of Trans Tech Social Enterprises. The non-profit organization trains and contracts transgender people within the tech industry. Okay. Ross was also in the military before Pose Effects, but was forced to leave the forces due to homophobic harassment. Angelica went on to star in the films Framing Agnes and Music. Angelica also starred in the TV shows American Horror Story, Dead End, and Sort Of. Angelica also became the first openly trans woman to star in a lead role on Broadway when she played the role of Roxy Hart in Chicago. Angelica has not been shy of controversy. She was in a long-term serious relationship when fans reached out to her to tell her that he was engaged to someone else and had a child.
Well, she found out some major tea when she posted something on Twitter, y'all. Now, this is how it all went down. So, Angelica and her now ex-man were practicing social distancing. So, he has been away from her and she's been at home quarantining alone. But, when you're away, you're like, oh, I miss him so much. And so she posted him on to her Instagram, right? Okay, y'all. Now, the trolls helped her out on this one because someone contacted her and let her know that they know this guy. And not only do they know him, but he has, check this out, y'all. He has a whole family. He is actually married with children. All right. So she found this news out, honey, and just like a queen would, she outed him, honey, and went straight to Twitter, and this is what she wrote. The internet is amazing. I've been talking to the mother of his son and fiance all morning. Hashtag plot twist.
Angelica also recently revealed that she was retiring from Hollywood after exposing Ryan Murphy, the executive producer of Pose Effects, for allegedly sabotaging her career. She revealed that she was misgendered by Emma Roberts on a set of a Ryan Murphy production. And she also revealed that a contract that Ryan Murphy refused to let her out of prevented her from getting a major role within the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
So what is your relationship with Ryan Murphy?
On site.
What?
God damn. Damn.
No, the reason why it's on site is because I don't like...
Go ahead.
I'm dead ass. To me, the reason why it's on site is because Ryan Murphy's not stupid to me. He's been in the business a long time. He has a lot of shows. They understand how we as actors get paid and stay afloat. So for you to be having me as an actor in your toolbox, and I'm doing American Horror season 9, then season 10. And then at the end of season 10, you tell me we're going on to season 11, doing an all-black American Horror Story season and asking me who do you think we should add? I'm saying, oh, Keke Palmer, maybe Amaya Scott, you know, Gabby Sabiti. I'm putting all the girls in the email saying, let's have us all in there. The directors know that they're doing an all-black season, so some of them are feeling their feelings because they think they might not be directing because they're white the next season. So now I'm getting ready. He's doing so many things that they're like, hey, can we take a break before we move into this next season? Because you got this show, you got that show. So they said, okay, we're going to take a little bit of a break before we go to the next season. It was supposed to be a couple months. It turned it into, okay, season 11 is going to start at the top of the next year. But we all had our marching orders about what the season was going to be. In between that time, Marvel calls. I had been auditioning for Marvel for 3 years. And I knew from other people, Tiana Paris, other friends I know in, you know, the Marvel space, is that that's kind of what happens, is you end up auditioning for years before they bring you in. And you don't even know what role you're auditioning for. Finally, Sarah Finn over at the Marvel casting is like, we have a role for you. Are you available between, was like April this and blah, blah, blah. We want to check your availability. And I was like, yeah, I was saying yes, but my agents were saying no. I was like, what the hell you mean no? Of course I'm available for Marvel. And they're like, actually, you're under a 7-year, you know, deal with FX. So you just have to, the way the wording works, you have to ask them for permission. So let me point out one thing. Has there ever been an actor in American Horror Story under Ryan Murphy's umbrella that has gone to Marvel? Yes. Evan Peters. And so it can happen. But apparently it couldn't happen for me, because when my agents called, they said, no, she can't do it because she's doing the next season of American Horror Story. She won't be available. Not that they could figure out scheduling or whatever, and maybe just do both things simultaneously. They were like, she can't do it. And so we were waiting, and then waiting to go back to work or whatever. And then in that amount of time, Marvel calls again to check again. You know, we're just checking again to make sure, you know. And they said that I know she's going on to the next season. So then maybe a month later, because I'm like, okay, so when are we going to work? Yeah. A bitch is ready to work. About a month later, I call business affairs, and they're like, oh yeah, we're going through the contracts now, and yours is not in here. You're not coming back this season.
Oh.
No phone call from Ryan Murphy, no text message, no email. I'm like, oh, so I was just that black friend you talked about.
Oh my God.
You had my cell phone number to call me when you wanted to, but couldn't let me know we were going in a different direction to give me any kind of time to prepare and get a new job. So you fucked with my money.
So if
it ain't about just you giving me a job. Because let's make it clear, I don't need any one person to give me jobs. I find and create opportunities. They come all the time. I'm a manifester. Don't block my shit though. Don't cock block. Okay. I'm standing in front of Emma, talking to her like this, and she's, you know, she's in front of me, her back against the mirror. She goes, John, Angelica's being mean. And he goes, and I know she's being, you know, she's not being for real. She's just being whatever. And John is like, okay, ladies, you know, that's enough. Let's, you know, like get back to work. And she then looks at me and she goes, don't you mean lady? And she turns around like this and covers her mouth and goes back here, but can't see. I'm looking at her dead ass in the camera like, what the fuck did you just say?
And I'm standing there looking her dead ass in the damn thing. And I'm like, trying to process the fuck she just said. And I'm like, I'm standing there as she walked away. My blood is boiling. Boiling. Because I'm like, if I say something, it's going to be me. That's the problem. And I know this because there was someone who spoke up about what she was doing and they got repercussions from it. Not her, they did. So when I saw that happening, I was just like, I'm done. I'm done. I didn't speak to that bitch the entire time after that. So we had scenes together and I never spoke to her. She said to me, she could feel the energy coming off of me. She was like, are you okay? You haven't been talking. I'm like, Because, bitch, don't play me. You've been playing mind games with everybody on the set and everybody's been waiting for the moment that you would get me.
Angelica has a podcast which airs on her YouTube channel Miss Ross Inc. and has released several original songs over the last few years. Angel Evangelista, played by Indya Moore. Angel Evangelista is the girl with a big heart and big dreams of becoming a worldwide supermodel. Angel has one of the most touching character arcs in the series. We see her go from doubting her dreams and aspirations to becoming a finalist in a nationwide modeling campaign. As her dreams come true, she finds love in the dashing PAPI and becomes a ballroom staple. Indya grew up in foster care and has been candid about the difficulties of transitioning in care, being forced to leave high school due to bullying and suffering from abusive relationships. They were forced to leave their biological parents' home at 15 due to transphobia. Prior to Pose, Indya found success as a model, appearing in campaigns for major brands such as Dyllón and Gucci. However, they still struggled with homelessness. They also featured in the ballroom-centered film Saturday Church, which led them to auditioning for Pose. Since starring in Pose, Indya has gone on to achieve great success, starring in various fashion campaigns and films. They have featured on 2 Vogue covers, and they were the first transgender model to feature on the cover of Elle USA. Indya has also starred in the films Aquaman, Escape Room, and the TV series Sandman. Indya's latest project is the upcoming comedy drama film Father, Mother, Sister, Brother. They have also been active in raising awareness about atrocities in the world and have consistently championed the Black and Latin trans community. Most recently, they called out the current administration for scapegoating the trans community. In the same video, they also called out Pose of X co-creator Ryan Murphy for his silence on the plight of the trans community.
So it's not about whether you agree or disagree or whether or not I'm a woman. This is about whether or not you care about people's lives. Because if you did, you would value the people who protect them.
We really, really need y'all. Like, the fact that Ryan Murphy has been this silent, like, you really would, like, we really you off that much, Ryan? Like, Ryan Murphy, you really, like, who upset you that much? Janet really you off that much?
Please watch to the end for the tea on Janet Mock, who Indya was just referring to, and how that all ties into the ending of Pose and that controversy. Indya has been heavily criticised by many in the trans community for encouraging her fans to not vote at all during the last US election. Indya felt that Kamala's stance on the word that rhymes with gecko pride was awful and encouraged the community to not vote at all. As trans people are arguably in much more danger under Trump's administration than they would have been under Kamala's administration, many have criticized Indya for contributing to the current plight of the trans community, which he's actually fighting against. These critics argue that if more people had voted for Kamala, the community would have been much safer and they could have continued to campaign against the gecko pride with Kamala in office. However, I do think it's a little unfair to put all of that on Indya's shoulders. However, I do understand that criticism. Indya has also been criticized for a past relationship with a self-admitted predator, and it has been alleged that Indya harassed their boyfriend's previous victims. Indya, however, has consistently and vehemently denied these accusations. Into the dazzling, alluring, and mysterious world of ballroom. Forced out of the House of Abundance due to Elektra's narcissism, BLANCA forges her own path and founds the House of EVANGELISTA. She creates a safe home for Angel, Damon, Ricky, and PAPI, and even takes in ELEKTRA when she falls on hard times. Okay, ELEKTRA girl. BLANCA encourages all of her children to reach for their dreams and also makes her own dreams come true as a nail technician and then a qualified nurse. We love to see it. In spite of her HIV diagnosis, which was an inevitable death sentence to most queer people in the 80s, BLANCA forges her own path and vows to live what's left of her life to the fullest. Prior to Pose, Michaela had acted in various musicals and smaller roles in TV series such as Nurse Jackie, The Carrie's Diaries, and Luke Cage. Her role as Sister Boy in Luke Cage made her the first transgender character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. She also starred in Saturday Church with her Pose co-star Indya. The film is brilliant and has recently been developed into a musical with songs penned by Sia. Since Pose Effects, Michaela J has gone on to star in major brand campaigns for Charlotte Tilbury, films such as Tick Tick Boom, and continues to release original music. Michaela has also starred in TV series such as Loot and American Horror Stories. Loot is about to have its first season and is available on Apple TV. Pose Effects has been criticized by some for being a vehicle for only Michaela and Indya's careers. Some have claimed that the show was created with the aim of only propelling its lighter-skinned actors into fame. Michaela and Indya have received huge opportunities in the entertainment industry, such as major brand deals and major film opportunities, whereas Angelica and Dominique have not received the same opportunities, or the same level of opportunities. Of course, Michaela and Indya are incredibly talented and deserve all that comes to them. However, it is also important to acknowledge that colorism is also a major factor in Black trans visibility in entertainment. Most of the Black transgender actors and models who are receiving major opportunities and major roles are light-skinned. It's just a fact. Pray Tell! Played by none other than Billy Porter. Pray Tell consistently championed and protected BLANCA throughout the series, set the ballroom floor alight with his electric commentating, and brought us some of the most hilarious and shady moments of the series. We followed Pray Tell in his pursuit of love and his journey grieving multiple romantic partners who succumbed to the AIDS epidemic. We got to see Pray Tell's origins in season 3 and also had multiple hilarious moments of contention between Pray Tell and Candy. Prior to Pose Effects, Billy had a successful career on Broadway, notably appearing in Kinky Boots, which he won a Tony Award for Best Actor in a Musical for this role. Billy appeared on American talent show Star Search in 1992 and won $100,000. Billy would go on to forge a music career, however he found this difficult as he was forced to portray a masculine image in order to sell records. Billy was considering giving up acting before getting the role of Pray Tell. He was going to audition after audition and not getting anything. I just lost it, he told ABC News. I pulled over to the side of the road and I was just weeping and I just thought, I can't keep begging people to pay attention to me. I could not beg for this anymore. The next day he got the call that he had an audition for Pose. His memoir Unprotected was released in 2021, and on December 1st, 2002, Billy was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Most recently, Porter starred as MC in the London revival of Cabaret, and he then reprised the role on Broadway from July to September 2025. The Broadway revival was originally slated to run until October 19th, but set an earlier close date as Billy withdrew while recovering from a serious case of sepsis. Billy also has some great original music, which is available on all platforms. Billy has appeared in films such as Cinderella as the fairy godmother, Our Son, and will appear in Hunger Games 2026. he's also a current voice actor in Disney's Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. Billy has also been very candid about his financial difficulties in Hollywood. He had to sell his house as a result of the actor strike and his divorce, according to an interview with the Evening Standard.
I'm making 6-cent checks on Pose, a show that I won an Emmy for.
So what do you mean you're making?
6-cent residual checks. What?
That's what you're getting?
Yes, that's what we're getting. Some of us are getting 6-cent checks. No. That's why we were on strike for 118 days. No, y'all don't get to do that to us anymore.
And so have you really lost a home?
Yes.
Is it your home?
Why would I be lying?
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm not suggesting that. I'm just sort of,
Yeah.
I mean,
you're just being a journalist.
I kind of thought, really? I mean,
yes,
yeah.
It is. Everybody in this business, except for the ones who are making the FU money, are 3 months away from homelessness. If you got laid off tomorrow and didn't get a job for 3 months, you'd be in a... That's what it is.
Like some of the other Pose FX actors, Billy has also faced some criticism over the past few years. When the transgender actors from Pose didn't receive Golden Globe Award nominations in 2020, Billy seemed to be quite dismissive of their disappointment with this, and the fans' disappointment with this.
A lot of critics have said, oh, why is Billy Porter only getting recognition from Pose, right, as the cisgender star on the show? What do you say to critics who say that and who think that?
Can we be grateful that it even exists? Can we just be there? For me, I find that so many people want to lean into the negative. It's on the air. I've been in the business for 30 years. That's why I'm getting the attention. It just happens like that.
Yeah.
But the whole thing gets focus and energy because we're all there. So let's be there. We got a 3rd season. We get to build. MJ got recognition at the Critics' Choice Awards as Best Actress in a drama. We're getting there. Patience, babies. I'm 50 years old. This has just happened for me.
PAPI, played by Angel B. Curiel. I'm so happy if you stay this long because this is where I'm going to spill some tea. Honey, okay? War the tea is coming. Y'all better stick around for this. So PAPI, played by the lovely Angel B. Curiel. So PAPI is the boyfriend we all wish we had in Pose. Not only is he supportive of Angel, he truly champions her, encourages her to pursue her dream of being a model, and also proposes to her. PAPI has one of the most emotional moments in the series where he is kicked out of BLANCA's home due to breaking her rule of no substance dealing. PAPI's arc of coming back to the house of Evangelista is a major part of the show, and Angel B. Curiel's authentic emotional performances will truly leave you in tears. At the wrap party for Pose FX, it was revealed that Angel and one of the writers and producers of the show, Janet Mock, were dating. Janet is a respected author and journalist. When she gave a speech at the show's wrap party, she revealed that she had cheated on Angel with a member of the crew and thanked him for forgiving her. Janet appeared quite manic and intoxicated during her speech, which is incredibly unusual as she has always appeared extremely poised prior to this. She also revealed that she was severely underpaid on the show and called out co-creator Ryan Murphy for underpaying her. Here is what Janet said at the party. So I couldn't find any video of this. There used to be a video online, but it's been removed, so who knows why that is. But Janet was quoted as saying, why am I making $40,000 an episode, huh? I am angry. F Hollywood. Does this make you uncomfortable? It should. It should make you effing shaking your mother effing boots. This is speaking truth. This is what Pose is. Then she addressed Ryan Murphy and said, you brought girls in to help you, which is supposed to be supposedly trans women in to help you. Who brought the girls in, she asked. I did. I wanted the girls to be there. But the speech took an even more personal turn when Mock demanded that boyfriend Angel Bismarck Curiel stand up right now. Bismarck nervously stood up and Mock said to the crowd, "Let me tell you something about love. Today, I was gonna let Angel go. I was gonna let you go, right? But what did I do? I F someone in the crew, right? Oh God. Messy." At that revelation, one of the show's guest stars could be heard gasping and asked what the hell is happening. Janet then went on to say, Angel, I'm not losing you, you hear me? You are effing important to me. Mock continued, "I don't want to live in a house alone. I want you MFer. Right there, that's who I want. I'm getting what's mine." And Mock then went on to say, "I effed up, y'all. I forgot who the F I was. They want me to come up here and pretend. I don't need Hollywood, honey. You know why? Because I'm effing free." It's a show, but it means so much to everyone to ensure that we enable black and brown and trans women to make it, because that sounds good, she said sarcastically. It makes you comfortable to talk like that, because then I don't scare you into facing the effing truth. You have all stomped on us. And Janet was scheduled to promote the show on Good Morning America that week, but apparently the appearance was cancelled. And then Janet refused to respond to the press with any comments. So, Lord child, that was messy. After this speech, Janet and Angel have completely disappeared from the public eye, and they have both barely posted anything on social media since 2021. This is incredibly unusual, as Janet Mock especially was very active on social media and visible in the public eye prior to this. Some have argued that she was blacklisted by Hollywood due to her speech at the rap party. She was slated to direct the film International Sweethearts of Rhythm in 2012. However, this never came to fruition. Sorry, I think that's meant to be in 2021. However, this never came to fruition. She hasn't released anything on her. She hasn't released any writing either since. This all appears very strange. It should also be noted that Angel and Janet started dating while she was already married. After 4 years of not acting at all, Angel appeared in American Horror Stories in 2024. However, he's not appeared in anything else since. He did recently appear on a Denver real estate website listed as a realtor. However, the picture seems to be AI generated, and I'm not sure if this is authentic. I really do hope that Angel and Janet are both okay, as they have both been a huge inspiration to me and so many others. Janet's memoir, Redefining Realness, is incredible, and I could not put it down. It helped me through a very rough time. So why did the show end? There has been much controversy as to why it ended as abruptly as it did, despite seemingly appearing to show the next generation of BLANCA's house members at the end of the finale episode. Some have argued that the show was due to end as it was always only ever meant to be 3 series, which was confirmed by one of the show's producers. However, some have argued that Ryan Murphy and the show's other creators abandoned the show to focus on all-white cast queer stories. As there is a plethora of ballroom history from the 90s and into the 2000s and beyond, this certainly could have inspired future seasons of Pose FX. Many argued that the quality of the writing and production of season 3 was compromised due to the creators of the show moving on to other shows with all-white casts. Some have also argued that the quality of the show was compromised due to COVID-19 and a complete last-minute rewrite of the show being required due to Ryan Jamaal Swain leaving the show. Regardless of this, the show made an indelible impact on us all and stands as a pioneering TV show which allowed Black and Latin trans people to be seen, validated and championed. It is a part of TV history that will live on in us and continues to inspire us. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to the end, please drop a disco ball emoji in the comments. It helps me lots with the algorithm and I really appreciate it. Please be sure to like, subscribe and turn on the bell notification for future videos. Do you think Pose FX ended too soon? Sound off in the comments. Also, please let me know what else you'd like to see from me. I know some of you are always commenting on my videos and it really makes me feel great that you still come back and watch my stuff even though I've taken a bit of a break and tried lots of different types of content. So I really appreciate that a lot. I'm thinking of doing more history, more nostalgic LGBT history and spilling tea and all the things. So let me know what you think, and if you have any recommendations or suggestions, then drop it below. Peace.